Moxy, I think we should not waste any more time.
Oh.
And I think it's time for us to get to the heart of the matter. I mean, I love talking about your podcast. No offense to you, but there's more important things here that I want to ask him about. So let's jump into signature question number 1.
All right. Signature question.
You thought I was gonna ask something different, didn't you?
I definitely thought that. I definitely just typed out signature question number 1.
I saw this coming. Don't worry.
All right, cool. This is the most stressful part of this.
Right.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Signature question number 1. What is your favorite taco?
Yes. All the tacos.
He does that every time when I ask him what his favorite kind of pizza is. Just yes.
Yes. No, I thought about this because I saw this question coming, and
I wonder why you would see this question coming. Like, it's not like we haven't asked 40 other people before.
No. I'm the first. I thought about this, and I think I have 2 answers. If I'm at a restaurant, if I'm going out to eat somewhere, I feel like if I'm gonna do tacos, generally it's gonna be a fish taco. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Maybe it's just because it feels slightly classier, or maybe like I'm not making as much of a mess when I eat it. I don't know, but.
So let me ask you this. So fish tacos doesn't get a lot of love on this podcast.
We've had a couple of people.
We've had a couple, but not many. But I think one of the things that's interesting about a fish taco is there's a couple different ways. I mean, there's a couple different ways that you can eat any taco, but usually you either get a dramatic, like, yes, tartar sauce, no tartar sauce, like, ooh, yes with lime, and what is it, cabbage or whatever comes on it. So what is your ideal fish taco?
That's a good question.
I tend to ask those occasionally.
I like the batter to fish ratio is a very important part of the taco that people neglect. It's got to be just right. You don't want too much of that.
Oh, yeah.
That batter. Still want to be able to get the flavor for it. I'm a big fan of limes, so limes on tacos is definitely a good way to go. That crumbly, what is it, cotija cheese?
Oh, are you talking about like the Kissel Fresco?
No, it's more of a like crumbly kind of white cheese.
I think
I could be wrong.
The
I'm
unofficial
white.
Mexican name of it is Queso Fresco. I think that's what I believe. I'm not sure because I've never heard of it as its actual real name, so I don't really know.
Well, I defer to your judgment. Whatever that is.
Don't do that.
She knows better.
Yeah, don't trust him.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I trust you. Just you shouldn't.
The other part of that answer that I had was if I'm just going to eat and I'm not going to care what I eat, Costco has amazing carne asada. And if you were to grill some of that up, put it on a taco, that's definitely the way to go.
So
let's do that.
Yeah. Sounds good. Ruben's invited.
That was my next question. That was my next question, if I'm being honest. It wasn't so much the awkwardness of being a part of being the third wheel. It was, am I the third wheel? Or am I not? Because I kind of want to be on this one.
Let's ride this tricycle into the sunset. That's what I say.
How about instead of riding a tricycle, how about we find a fourth wheel that I could? Never mind. Let's not go into this. So I'm a big believer of getting carne asada from Mexican markets. You just said Costco. So what do you do to Costco?
Personally, I would say that in Southern California, Costco is a Mexican market.
Hold on. Oh, nope. That one. That's the one I wanted. All right, go for it.
What? No, you were finishing a question
Bradley,
and I interrupted you.
No, Bradley started talking. So.
Oh, okay.
What?
I don't know.
What was the question? I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
Were you just pointing out the fact that Costco is not a Mexican market?
It's not a Mexican market.
Right.
Yeah.
And
okay.
That's something that I need more experience with because
Mexican markets?
Well, just
in general, or just Mexican food in general.
In terms of tacos, I feel like I need to broaden my horizons a little bit more because there's so much I haven't experienced.
This is your guy.
Yeah.
So Bradley and I are going on a date in a couple days from now.
We are.
You should hold my hand for this part of the podcast.
Okay.
He actually does it too.
Sorry, my hands are all cold.
No, it's okay. This room got really hot all of a sudden.
You okay over there, Ruben? I know he's pretty hot, but chill.
He's aight. Hold on, let me put the camera on Bradley real quick so you can see the awkwardness in his face right now.
Thank you so much.
He's very uncomfortable with the way this podcast is turned. So Bradley and I are going on a date. By the time this airs, we would have already gone on the date. We're gonna go see my favorite band, Alter Bridge.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I'm super excited for that. By the way, you're driving.
Sounds good.
Just make sure you go to the right place first.
The right address this time.
Too soon.
Too soon.
No.
So no, but one of the things that Moxy could tell you is that I'm the perfect person to get you to try different types of tacos, because I won't take no for an answer.
Oh yeah. So you're all out.
I mean, I've gone straight up. I've gone to Mexico, and I've had they call it cabeza, which is it's some sort of
Head?
brain.
Yeah.
It's actually really delicious. I've had pig intestines. And it's one of those things where when you know what it is, it changes the dynamic.
They're gonna say it changes you.
It does because it's like, so basically, long story short, I went to Mexico on a missions trip, and on our way back, we stopped at this taco place just like right outside the border, and I remember they ordered these massive things of meat, and one of them obviously was chicken, carnitas, al pastor, and carne asada. And then there's another one, and they just said, "Oh, you just gotta try it. You just gotta try it."
Mystery meat.
And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, because it's like I like to know what I'm eating more times than not, and so I tried it, and I'm like, "Oh, this is really good." And they're like, "Oh, cool, yeah, we'll tell you what it is, after you've had a couple," and. Then we're on the drive back, and I'm like, what was that? They're like, it's tripas, which is pig intestines. And all of a sudden I just felt sick. Like, it was one of those things where it's like once you know what you're eating, it's like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we'll get tacos after, or maybe we'll get Denny's. Who knows?
Let's see if you run into a magical guy on the street.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. There's a secret story that we'll tell you one of these days.
Okay.
The same rule applies to him as the other guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the other guy. Bradley, if we get married, you get to hear a story.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
That's motivation if I've ever heard it.
Awesome.
He's like, that's motivation. Speaking of which, I have a ring here.
Good as time as any.
One big huge setup to make sure that we recorded the proposal. So